Would you obey instructions, even if they seem, well, a little too simple? Like ridiculously simple? Imagine you're a big shot, a decorated war hero, respected by everyone. But you have a secret, a painful one. You're suffering from a terrible, incurable skin disease. This was the reality for a man named Naaman. Naaman was the commander of the army of the king of Aram. Think of him as the general, the top dog. He was a valiant soldier, a man of great importance, highly regarded by his king because he had led them to victory. But for all his power, wealth, and status, he was a leper. In those days, leprosy wasn't just a physical illness. It was a social death sentence. It meant isolation, shame, and a slow, painful decline. Naaman had tried everything you can imagine. The best physicians, the most expensive treatments his kingdom had to offer. Nothing worked. His hope was fading, but then a little glimmer appeared from the most unexpected place. A young servant girl from Israel who had been captured and was now serving Naaman's wife mentioned a prophet in her homeland, a man named Elisha, who could heal him. Desperate, Naaman packed his bags. And I mean, he packed them. He took with him 10 talents of silver, 6,000 shekels of gold, and 10 sets of clothing. This was a fortune. He was ready to pay anything to be healed. He arrives in Israel with his horses and chariots, a grand procession, and pulls up to Elisha's humble home. But Elisha doesn't even come out to greet him. Talk about an anticlimax. Instead, he sends a messenger with a simple, almost insulting instruction. Go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed. Naaman was furious, absolutely livid. He'd traveled all this way, brought all this treasure, and this prophet couldn't even be bothered to see him in person. And the Jordan River? He scoffed. Are not the rivers of my home in Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? Couldn't I wash in them and be cleansed? He was insulted. His pride was wounded. He expected some grand magical ritual, a powerful incantation, something worthy of his status. Not a bath in a muddy river. He turned away, ready to go home in a rage. But then his servants, bless them, stepped in. They gently approached him and said, Sir, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it? How much more then when he tells you, wash and be cleansed? Their words hit him. They were right. His pride was standing in the way of his healing. What did he have to lose? So with a heavy heart and probably a lot of doubt, Naaman went down to the Jordan River. He swallowed his pride, took a deep breath, and dipped himself in the water. Once, nothing. Twice, still covered in sores. 3 times, 4, 5, 6. You can imagine his heart sinking with each dip, but he had to see it through. He dipped himself the 7th time. And when he came up out of the water, his flesh was restored. It was like that of a young boy. He was clean, completely healed. Not a scar, not a blemish. The simple act of obedience, of setting aside his ego, had brought about a miracle that all his wealth and power could not buy. Naaman's story is a powerful reminder. Sometimes the solutions to our biggest problems, the healing we desperately seek, don't require a grand, complicated gesture. Sometimes all that's required is a little humility and the willingness to obey a simple instruction, even when it feels beneath us. If you've ever felt that sense of a simple truth leading to a profound change, or if this story touched your heart, show some love. Like this video and subscribe for more stories that can change the way you see things.